Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. We're still working on our legendary gems. We're up to Torment 16, which we seem to be quite survivable at the end of last episode. Let me just put this down. That's going to go right in there. We've got a fair bit of money and we've got 4 Greater Rift Keystones. So let's hop on in. And I think we'll keep it at Torment 16 for the moment. We don't need to push any higher than that. And as always, try not to die. Okay, we've got something big nearby, probably round that way a little bit. Yeah, it's coming from behind. He's gone. Let's just make sure that there's nothing left in here. A couple of things, but nothing to worry about. Yeah, as long as we're careful about things getting into melee range, we're very tanky. Yeah, as long as things don't touch us, we're incredibly tanky. That's a bit of a dumb thing for me to say. But we can handle any ranged things that come at us. There's nothing in there. Ooh. Speed Pylon is great for getting our hatred back. Just gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving, gotta keep putting those vengeance piles down. Piles of fish. That's what we're dropping everywhere. Even that, probably the most ranged stuff we've had coming at us wasn't really a threat. As long as we're keeping our damage reduction skills up. So Vengeance and Evasive Fire, of course. Got a lot of poison in this bit though. So we're going to have to be a little bit more careful. And just not stand on the corpses. He says immediately running over a corpse. Shield Pylon. Caring has gone out the window. Another level. And we've got an elite group down here. That's taking care of them. We've still got half the shield pylon left, so let's try and keep the pace up nice and high. Still got a quarter of it left, and then we're going to have to start being a bit more careful. Alright, perfect time to go through to the next area. And we are back to being cautious. Ooh, they're quite painful. We'll have to definitely kill them at range. It's good to test how much the range damage hurts in a controlled fashion, so you know whether you really need to dodge it or not. And with these, suck you by, we definitely need to dodge. Cormac's doing really well at surviving though. Given he doesn't have invulnerability. Okay, it is nearly Riftguard in time. Perfect timing. Stand in the extra damage ring from the Oculus. And, well, the rest is history. Another consumable. Lovely. Hey, Amos, you want to come across? Come on in, mate. Just, you know, don't tread on the mouse. Okay, so we're pushing up Bane of the Trapped. That's giving us that nice little aura around us, and we'll just alternate between these two. I did not empower it. We should have done that. I mean, we've got plenty of money, so we'll do the next 3 empowered almost certainly. So points in there, points in here, points in here, points in here, and we're up to Garrigan level 440. Absolutely skyrocketing. Once this IDing is done, Ramalama Ding Dong is going to go over here. That Divo is going to get salvaged up. Ooh, another Zoe secret. I like this because that's going to give us something to re-roll. It's only 8.1%, which is a bit of a shame. But I'd still rather have a spare than not have a spare. Witching Arrow, that can go. Dead Man's Legacy can go. Frag Ool's Coils, I think we've already got them. Yeah. 9th Satchel. Yeah, we've got one of those. And Custarian Viscards. I don't know if we've seen those actually. No, they're new. Alright, hold on to them. In terms of Death's Breaths, we've only got 3 because we spent all of them putting things into the cube before. So there's no point in us salvaging anything up. Right, so there's now no point in us talking to Kadala about bells. Let's save up some blood shards and then we'll do a whole batch together. This time we'll actually empower it. Oh, possibly my least favourite tile set of them all. Certainly having those arcane beams is not really going to be helping us with mobility around. The sooner we get out of this area, the better. Still, ton more levels. Let's dodge back out of that. Don't like getting knocked around. Alas, without things to actually kill, our killing speed slows down because we need that cooldown to get our Rain of Vengeance back. Shield pylon. Let's just go through and grab that. Now, in terms of moving on, I think probably this way. Try and keep right in the middle of everything while we've got the shield pylon on. Yeah, let's just push on through. So much better being out of there. And we've still got a quarter of the shield pylon left. So plenty of opportunity for us to make more progress forwards. If you're new to the series, we're running Natalya's and Marauders combined. Mostly our damage is being done by the sentries. So periodically I put down Rain of Vengeance, which from the 6-piece Natalya set gives us a large multiplicative damage bonus to the sentries. And well, technically also to us, but the sentries do 4 times our damage anyway, because of the pieces of the Marauder set. So the general plan is always step in, drop a Rain of Vengeance if it's off cooldown to give us that damage boost, then drop any additional turrets that we can, and then just keep hammering our Maelstrom arrow. And we've got supporting equipment to help out with all of that. We're getting a lot of levels because we're punching quite high above our weight, I'd say. But we're actually pretty survivable with this gear setup now. We've got Zoe's Secret giving us extra damage reduction for each of our companions. And as you can see, we've got a lot of companions. Plays very differently to other Demon Hunter builds, because it's relying on the turrets doing all the work, but there we go. Smacked the Crusader King down, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff from that. Let's grab all of this and put the points in. Let's go 1, 2, 3 up here. And 1, 2 on this side. Great. Another 2 runs through will give us not quite enough.
I am returning to town.
Not quite enough to get them to 35. We're making good time with this. We're only like 13 minutes into the episode and we've already done 2 full runs. Right, and we've gained another 14 levels by the looks of it. Put those in, put those in. All this is making us significantly more powerful. Oh, cool. We have the Sword of Ill Will. That's new. Chakram deals 1.4% increased damage for every point of... That, I mean, I'm not a fan of Chakram, but that could make it interesting. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we re-roll that bolus damage. And then we can switch over to these. I've only got a couple of Death's Breaths, but it won't take much to get Pants bolus damage into something useful like Vitality. That's a plain upgrade. Yeah, we've actually only got 3 pieces of the Marauder set and 5 pieces of Natalya's set out, but we're using the Ring of Raw Grandeur. So it does give us a bit of flexibility for which pieces we swap in and out, depending on what we find. Let's go store this. Right, so Natalya's legs. Yeah, we don't want Carly's point there. We want Carly's point by the shadow stuff. Me storing stuff in the wrong place. Marauder's treads. We've already got a whole bunch of Marauder stuff, so that can go there. Bombardier's rucksack. That's good that we've got a spare. That's actually quite a big one for toughness. It's not bad in terms of damage, but the rest of the stats I know are a bit pants. We'll put this with our reroll pile. That's what we'll do. Sky Splitter, is that new? Sky Splitter is new, that can stay. Wraps of Clarity, that's worse than our current ones. That can go, this can go. And Kimbo's Gold, I know we've already got one. Salvage. And yeah, maybe now's a good time to talk to Kadala, because the next run through we'll, in fact no, we'll do one more run through. We only really got 300 and something shards that time. So as always, Rain of Vengeance, drop this down. And then it's mostly the sentries doing the damage for us. We do quite a lot of damage anyway, and we will whittle things down. But where possible, getting 2 turrets down will get things killed a lot faster. Man, so much damage. And the longer we stay in one place, the more damage we'll do as well, because of the Compass Rose and Traveller's Pledge. It's a very, very good synergy that we've got set up. Oh, there's one of the elites, and there he goes. Sounds like my cat is falling over the litter tray. Ah, he's fine. Oh, there's a sand dweller up there. It's important to pay attention to your messages just in case there's something that you might have missed. Smack. It's only a little side passage, that. Nothing really too important. Worst time to put down Vengeance with nothing around, but still take advantage of the extra damage it gives us for 8 seconds to move on to a new area. And with this speed pylon, not only are we really attacking it faster with our main cluster arrow, but also we're getting our hatred back faster with our evasive fire, because dunk 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 while it was going off. Really giving us what we need to push through. And let's kill these guys before they try charging us, because they will one-shot us. So things that jump on us is probably one of the few worries that we still have. Because we could be super cautious for most things, we can keep our damage reduction up, but if something hits hard enough, then even like trying to run away isn't gonna really do a good job. I always want more. The damage difference between when we've got Rain of Vengeance on and when we don't is huge. Shield pylon, great. That's some more elites. Can we get to the Rift Guardian while we've still got this shield pylon on? I think we probably can. Might just need to push forwards a little bit further though. Yeah, we've still got loads of time. Normally I would worry about Agnidox. Agnidox does hit really hard. But in this case, Shield Pylon takes away all the worry. Right, let's just get myself a little bit more comfy. As we pick all this up, we've got a new potion. That'll be interesting. Let's go for Zystone of Vengeance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still got 1 Gracewave Keystone left. And look at this, even more levels. So the dexterity is directly affecting our armor as well as our damage. So it's always going to be good getting dexterity. Vigilante belt, that can just go. Roberus can just go. What's this? Life per hit by more. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll hold on to that as a spare because I like having my little collection of potions along here. Let's actually move these up there. Poxfalls, that can just go. I know we've got better. Marauders. So it's got more dexterity. It's got less critical hit chance. It's got more resist all elements. So we could reroll the critical hit damage into vitality. But if we do that, it will become worse. But still one for us to reroll. In fact, let's put it with the rest of the Marauders bits. And this is just better. Except we lose 11% sentry damage. But with that damage reduction that it's got on it, we could reroll the resist all elements and it'll still be better if we get sentry damage. So yeah, this is one that we're going to want to hold on to. That Bombardier's Rucksack gives a lot of toughness. It's like 13% extra life or 1% less damage. Technically like 6% less damage. Yeah, I think we'll change over to that because that's quite a significant oomph to our life level. And Shadow's Burden, that's going to go in here with these. So this Bombardier's Rucksack can get salvaged. This we're keeping. Let's see if we can do something with this. Now I said we were going to reroll the resist all. Hopefully into sentry damage. Just making sure that we can't do anything else useful. Spike track damage isn't really what we need. No. Okay. So this is going to be our current project piece until we get sentry damage on it. I'll put it up there so we remember. And let's salvage up the rest. Now we've got enough to do some talking with Gadala. We could go for shoulders. Shoulders always seems like it. Shoulders have got quite a nice thing going on. We've already got 1 ring upgraded. Going for rings doesn't make sense. Let's go for gloves.
What a steal. Don't forget, luck always changes.
No, they're all going to get salvaged. More gloves, please.
Ooh, that's nice. You cannot afford that.
Okay. Fiendish grips, that's new. That's kind of good. Let's get rid of those and those because I believe we've already got them. Fiendish grips, that can just come in over here. And we're going to jump back in for that last Greater Rift. And once we've got the first couple of turrets down, they've got quite a long range, so even like stepping down here, they'll still potentially be able to hit some things. Just depends on how lucky we are. If the mobs are too spread out, then it becomes a lot less efficient, of course. And they are quite spread out in here. We're getting good progress from them, though. Let's go up this way. Nothing. It was the wrong way to go. There's some guys. What a very quick level. Ah! Well, we all know how I feel about this area, and not only that, we don't have Vengeance ready to go, so... There we go. Smack, 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 right on him. Okay, it's not going terribly, but I do want to get out of here sooner rather than later. Especially if we've got Succubi in here. Reduced area to dodge in and nasty ranged units is not a great combination. Is it going to be up here? Are we going to be lucky? This looks like a nicer open area. Yeah, there's the way out. Right, we'll just make sure that this area is clear in case we need to run back. And it's into the rat tunnels. So yeah, you can play it nice and conservatively like I am at the moment. Moving forwards, dropping turrets, working your cooldowns. And it's definitely the safest way to do it. Especially if you're dealing with guys that kick out poison every time you kill them. Smack, smack. Geez, that guy's still alive. I'm always impressed when things somehow manage to dodge the onslaught of rockets that we've got going on. We might even be able to get the Rift Guard in this area. Alright. Back down and round. Yeah, this will be enough. Ah, damn shielding thing. Kill your friend, then we'll kill you. There's your remaining guy. No, down this way. Bang! It's very satisfying having that many turrets down, just hammering in. You can see the damage it does. Okay. Zystone up to 35. Bane of the Trapped. Just needs a few more.
I am returning to town.
Let's put our levels in. Another 12 levels from that. So we're up to 480 now. That's an upgrade for Krelm's Belt. Where was I keeping Krelm's Belt? Oh no, it's not. We've already got a bloody good one. Okay, so those two get salvaged. Reshel's Ring of Larceny, I think that's new. We'll keep that. Demon's Demise is not new. Deathwatch Mantle is not new. Black Feather is not new. Deathseeker's Cowl is not new. And Beckon Sail. Is not new. Oh, sorry, is new. Yeah. Salvage, 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 salvage. Now all of these, of course, go into becoming Forgotten Souls, which we can use to re-roll our various items here. Let's try re-rolling Natalya's Slayer. Or reforging, I should say. So, reforge, legendary. It does take a bunch of materials. But we can end up with something better. So this does more damage flat. If we re-roll the resource cost reduction on it, we could add a socket in and it's a 10% upgrade. Yeah. That's worth it. That is definitely worth it. Or we could use a Ramalama Ding Dong because we have two of them. That's probably a more sensible option. Shen, please take this out. Thank you. Yeah, that's a significant upgrade. We'll still keep this as one that we can reroll, but it's going to be less important for us to do that now. We need to run a regular rift, so we can get more Death's Breaths and also more Greater Rift Keystones. It's the name of the game. Rinse and repeat. Probably at some point we'll end up running bounties again, but that will only be when we start running out of materials for upgrading our kit. Yeah, look at all those Death Breaths. And an amulet. Turrets down in here. I normally try and put them as far forwards as I can. Ow! That's what I was saying about things one-shotting us. It didn't trigger our death, thankfully. But that was pretty close. But yeah, I try and put the turrets as far forwards as possible so that they get a bit more life out of them. Always like gems. We've still got more gem upgrades that we can do for our equipment, but the overall benefit's not going to be huge for that. It'll definitely be worth us doing at some point. We're not at the point where Cormac's dying either. That's really surprising. It could just be that we're killing everything so quickly he's not getting the chance to die. But he's definitely getting in like in the thick of it, blocking mobs' paths to us, which is what we need him to be doing. And that's the dude behind and the dude in front gone. Oh, look at that destruction. It is so sweet. Of course, the further away things are, the more damage they take from us. So we don't want to be getting right up close for most mobs. But we're not at a point where it really matters that much. Yeah, killing things at that range is going to be significantly faster than getting in close. Speed piling makes it difficult to pick everything up. And the other thing to bear in mind is it's the distance from us to the mobs, not the turrets to the mobs. So I can put the turrets down right on top of them, as long as we're far away. Then it'll work in our favour for the amount of damage that they take. Watching the damage being done to these things in the distance. Let's go this way. Field just gets filled with rockets. With that resource regeneration that we had as well, I didn't even have to think about the amount of hatred everything was taking. I'm just permanently angry, kind of like the Hulk. And it gets up so large with the amount of damage that these things are taking. Ooh, Defender of West March. I think that was the Defender of West March. I like that shit. I prefer the old version, which used to end up being like a rapid fire cannon of wolves. But the current one's still fine. We'll probably give it to Cormac, actually. Grab all the Death Breaths. Very nearly Rift Guardian time. Okay. Do you see that? He totally just jumped on us. Oh, wow. 4 Crater of Keystones. And a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we are running at Torment 16, so I'm not surprised we got 4 from that. But still always nice. Okay. In terms of stuff, let's do our IDs. I'll also put the points in. 1, 2, 3. Only a couple because it was just a regular rift. Then we'll come over here. In fact, you can just have that. It's a strength-based one as well, which is perfect. Yeah, bits and bobs. Over here, we wanted to re-roll this. And we're looking for sentry damage on it. Rain of Vengeance is nice, but it's not what causes our damage. Sentry damage by 14%. That is a big upgrade for our current armor. In fact, let's do our gem upgrades while we're here. So, Shen, we want a flawless royal emerald. That's for certain. Gradually eking forwards on these. Ooh. You know what, we'll keep those 3. And we'll do it like that. So we still need even more. Still need even more upgrades. And more emeralds. So long them. We could convert some of the other ones across. But we're finding them relatively quickly. So I don't mind holding off on that. Marauder's Carapace. We'll swap this one in. We've got more than enough of Marauder's kit now. Let's actually take one of those boots back. So yeah, two spare of any bit should be fine. Over here, got a spare one of these. We'll keep another of Natalya's helmets. This one looks better, except it's got rapid fire damage rather than cluster arrow damage, and we rolled 15% cluster arrow damage, so that's pretty huge. Also, our current one's got the duration controlling effects reduced by 25%, which is it's one of my favourite things to have. Demon Machine we've already got. Wazichin we've already got. Poxfold's already got. Clock Eye. I don't know if we have Clock Eye. We don't. So Clock Eye is new. The rest is all going to get salvaged up. Gone, 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 gone. I could have put Poxfolds in for the legs on this, but I don't think we're actually really going to be gathering any Legacy of Nightmares stuff. Okay, let's do another Greater Rift, and we'll get this gem finished off. No, you know what I forgot? I forgot to put on our Boon of the Hoarder. That is me not paying attention. Should definitely have done that. Not to worry. We can always do money runs at some point in the future. And when we're running around doing bounties, which inevitably we'll end up doing again, I'll make sure we've got it on then. In fact, after I've finished getting the gems to 35, I might do a little bit on Spoon of the Hoarder just to make it so that it's going to be more efficient for us. Even just a few percent on that can dramatically change the amount of money you get when you're using it. This is going very well. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to find out, like, how much it scales up after this. I don't want to go pushing things foolishly at this point. I'm still, as you can see, firing blind round some corners just because I don't trust the way the game works. But once we've ticked off everything that we want to do, we can certainly push higher, harder, faster, and, you know, really challenge ourselves with it. Okay, well, who's next? You're next up this way. Let's put that in there. It can be working against those ones. Still kind of in range in case it's going to help us attacking. See it shooting from down there. It's all about tactical positioning. I mean, in that case, it was just pure luck rather than specific tactics, but... Let's push on. And into the super dangerous sewers, which we are mashing through super quickly with our amazing speed pylon. Yeah, that works. Anyone around here? We've got a Rift Guardian. Maybe not the best time to get the Rift Guardian. There we go. Got our Vengeance back just in time. I probably could have just like hammered through without refreshing it, but ooh, cool. We've finished the set. We've finished the set. Let's do 3 points in here. Yeah, I probably could have just like run down the last couple of seconds, but I didn't want it to cut out and then us be doing nothing. Okay. Before we go any further on this, we've completed the champion season objective. Brilliant. Let's enlist in Destroyer. 3 gems to 45. That's what I wanted to check. So we're not going to switch over to doing Boon of the Hoarder. We will just carry on with our current gems. Oh, but we've got some guys that we can go off and kill. Yeah, let's do that. So this is going to go in Stone of Vengeance and Bane of the Trapped.
I am returning to town.
Let's get our stuff ID'd, put our points in, and then I think we'll go kill Malthael, which I'm never like a huge fan of trying to do. Pus Bitter's new. That's coming over here. Unsanctified Shoulders. Brilliant. Multi-shot Vengeance. All doing extra damage based on the amount of discipline that we have. Obviously, we'd want to be maxing out our discipline. Right, Tasker and Theo, we already have that. Back and Caster doesn't have an ability. Dead Man's Legacy goes. Lord Greenstone's Fan goes. That Satchel goes. And that Bottomless Potion of Rejuvenation is actually new. So gone, 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 gone. Once again, we're going to talk to Kadala and just ask about gloves.
Shall we? My father would be proud of you. Don't
Cool.
luck always I'm overburdened.
So we have Natalya's Touch. Not that we're looking to use it, but it's still good to have. Let's substitute that in there. 77668. I guess that's actually a better one. We'll keep the spare as well, just so we've got the spare. Gladiator gauntlets. They're lovely, but no. And that spare Natalya's helmet can go. Kadala, another couple of gloves, please.
See you soon. That is too expensive.
More frostburn. I'm very lucky that we got the frostburn we did earlier. Obviously, we've already extracted it because we're using it all the time. But yeah, we could have been struggling to find that throughout most of the season. So next, it wants us to do a Hellfire Amulet. Let's get that done just so it's ticked off. Which means we need to go to Act 2 so I can buy the plan. Give us
My family came from there.
Hellfire Amulet
Some very bad luck, hasn't it?
and both rings. Why not? Now there's the good ring and the bad ring. Yeah. Just. They're very cool. But I don't think I'd ever use the Hellfire rings. Yeah, let's do a dexterity based one. It's a shame because it takes resources that we could use for something else. It's not great. Let's put that over there. And yeah, let's go kill some things. So we need to go kill the Siegebreaker Salt Beast. Let's do that first, then we'll go kill Malthael.
I suppose you start with hello.
Now we'll be able to get through most of this really quickly. Not quite as quick as our Leapquake Barbarian. But very quickly, nevertheless. We're not doing bounties, so I haven't bothered changing over to the Boon of the Hoarder. But it might not have been
Not ready yet.
the worst idea to do that. Just because of the extra money that we'll get. Still, we're not going to be really here for long. There's not many mobs that we're taking out. We are running low on discipline. I want more discipline. Or a level. A level would do.
Not enough discipline. Help me. I'm still waiting.
Oh my word, there's like nothing around for me to fight. There we go, discipline's back. Using level ups to be able to vault faster.
Not ready yet.
I'll have all of that. And we're ready to go in and take this guy on. I'm actually going to wait just a little moment to get some discipline back because I do want to be able to move around once we're in there. Doesn't need to be much. Okay, that'll do. There we go. Let the turrets do all the work. Let's go to... Where's Act 5? Let's go kill Malthael. So in terms of other things that we have to do, we've got to do another extraction. And then it's just the gems. We might do the extraction just before we finish today. Just so that it's done. You know what? Let's grab that while we're passing through. No point ignoring loot, just because we're hurrying through to the big chief. And eventually we're going to need all the resources anyway, so... Some fish on this guy. Once again, we're running a little bit low on discipline, so I'll try walking for a moment. Zoran just got absolutely murdered by all of our lovely, lovely turrets. Blasting rockets left, right and centre. So yeah, obviously this could be a concern. We want to keep mobile in here. Ow! Scheißen, that's going to be terrible. Yeah, really, we want him to die now rather than later. There we go. Jeez. I can't believe he triggered our death that early on. Cormac, poor Cormac, is just like sitting on the ground going, no, I'm coming back later. Yeah, just a little bit of a high pulse rate. Still, we ticked it off at a higher level than we needed to. Let's teach this over here, and yeah, we'll do our IDing. We did gain a level for it, and we will extract. Well, Zechian armbands, why not? Great, so the only thing that we've got left to do this season, well, for the current level, is get gems to 45. Obviously, that's going to be next time. But thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have continued to enjoy this. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.